All right, folks, it's so interesting because I know I started this show lambasting all the negativity in the financial media and, of course, on Wall Street. But there's one area where they seem to find a lot of joy, and that's reporting on the greatness of China. China prints all kinds of money, more than we do for their economy, but it's smart when they do it, and it's crazy when we do it. It's considered, crazy. Of course, the government gets behind industries. That's smart. We do it. It's invasive. They fire off economic bazookas, which means just printing more. Wall Street, hedge funds, they really go crazy when they see that. They become so excited, but then they warn us about all the debt in America. China is being praised for being self-sufficient, but America is called an autarky, or at least that we shouldn't be, and it's deemed to be ill-advised. Make no mistake, folks. China's determined to rule, and make no mistake that they think they can do it now without even firing a shot, because they own all the factories, and they're stealing every single thing out there, and we're letting them do it. Of course, they are emboldened. I mean, think about this. In 1995, Japan's economy here, 5.5 trillion, was larger than all of China's economy. Now it only matches 4 Chinese provinces. Of course they're emboldened. Now, this week there were a couple of reports, right, that really scared the heck out of me. They've knocked off EUV technology. This is from ASML. Apparently, it was going to take a decade, maybe 2, for them to pull this off. And if they can start printing chips with this, the entire semiconductor space is in trouble. Another story this week: the demise of iRobot. You know iRobot. People loved it. It was like $150 stock not long ago, but they were sold to the Chinese supplier. Now, here's the thing. The Biden administration blocked a merger between iRobot and Amazon, in part because they were worried Amazon would have access to too much stuff, right? All the interiors of all of the American homes. Well, guess what? China has it now, folks. All I can tell you is that if we don't really buckle down and stop rooting for China, instead start doing things here, that means throwing away the old playbook that we've used, because it's a dumb playbook. They're not using a playbook. They're not following the rules. They're stealing technology, So I want to be upbeat, and I am, about America, but we have to be smart about this. This is our last chance.